G'day everyone, Jackson here. Welcome back to the Daily Endeavours for the 30th of December. Almost at the end of the year, so we've got a 10 steel set. As always, timestamps will be in the description for each section, but we've got one event ticket, logs of wood, updating an outfit, 25 enemies, one keep and Cyrodiil. So I think avoid this one and avoid this one. This one's not too bad, but like comparing the time of this one versus these three here, I just don't think it's worth it. And you know, because of the event, you want to be doing the event ticket as well anyway, so I will go through this one. I don't think this one's worth it in any way. I think these four here are way more reliable, way easier to do than this one. Unless you're specifically like doing Cyrodiil today. You know, like if you're going to do it anyway, just, you know, might as well do this one at the same time. But if not, just steer clear of this. These ones are so much easier. There's nothing in the weekly that's to do with Cyrodiil anyway, so just avoid it. Alright, so one outfit one time. There's two ways to do this. One way that's free, but you need to have the hide helmet one on for this to work. So what you do is you go clear slot. Now it says it costs 50 gold, but as you can see at the cost here, it doesn't actually cost gold for me. I'm not sure how it would work. I don't know if it'll be different for you guys, but I assume it'll be that for you guys too. And then once you've done that, you just go hide helmet, also costs 0 gold. So that's a free way to do it. But yeah, obviously you need the hide helmet option on. I imagine a lot of people do. If that's not something you do, what I would suggest instead is just go clear color on just any random spot. It'll cost 50 gold, but that's just one way to do it. And then you just put the color back on. It's just another bit of gold, and that's it. So that'll be quite cheap as well. Yeah, those are the two options I would suggest. Anything else is just complicating it more and I guess costing more gold anyway. You can't just select no outfit. That doesn't actually work, because at the bottom... Oh, goddamn it. Not going to buy that fucking bullshit. Yeah, so doing this doesn't work. It doesn't let you accept. It just changes it. Alright, so one event ticket. It's the New Life event. It's the only place you can get these tickets at the moment, and there's one location in the game, and that is in Eastmarch, near Carnsgrove, just south of Windhelm. So the easiest way to get here, if you haven't got this wayshrine already, is to head to this blue portal north of Volkagard. You can find this in all of the like starting zones. So Ebonheart, it's also Stonefalls over here. But yeah, this is the quickest one to get to, because you only got this wayshrine straight away. So what you do is just go through this portal, and it'll take you straight to Carnsgrove. So whichever way you get here, there's two quests you can get. There's Britta, and then there's Petronius. Now, I prefer Petronius for doing the quest to get tickets, because I find that one just to be a little bit quicker, but that's assuming you have all the wayshrines unlocked. If you don't, you're probably better off doing the quest for Britta. This will just be, you can complete one quest straight away, but there'll be random stuff. So this one here is, this one gets you to travel to Rolkar in Reaper's March, and there's like a minigame sort of thing where you got to unlock a bunch of safe boxes. You don't get a bounty for unlocking these ones, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, there's a simple, an intermediate, and a expert lock that you have to pick. You got like a minute to do it, and it's relatively easy. As soon as you've done that, you just hand the stuff and you come back. So it's just stuff like that. There's like 10 random quests doing things like that. You know, you got one in Windhelm over here where you jump into the water and keep warming yourself up. There's one in Betnik where you gotta get gather a bunch of ingredients and then make a drink, and you drink it and then you burp or some shit. There's just random shit like that. But I definitely prefer the Petronius one, because you just head to an area, you press a couple of keys, and you're done. But the only reason I say that some people might not be the better option is some of these Auridon's okay, because you just travel north from Volkal a bit, but ones like Reaper's March is all the way up here. If you've got this wayshrine, it's easier, but as you saw yesterday, if you don't, it's a little bit of a trek to get there. Same thing with the Glenomber. The one is like all the way up here, and you start with this wayshrine, so it's a bit of a pain getting there as well. But then you get some like the Rift, which you just head to the boat train over here, and you can get over here. The same with Stonefalls, you go from the Rift over this way, and you can make it easier there. Or you can get this wayshrine to make it easier. But yeah, there's just... it just depends. Some of these can be, you know, it's that sports manager dude, the like the Italian guy or something. He's like, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Yeah, sometimes Right, for getting to this one in Oridon, you head down past the dolmen and you go through this way, usually. If you go this way, Shrine, it's the same thing, you go up this way instead, and just travel down this road. If you've got the Seabloom Villa house from the Thor, that one's sort of like a shortcut, because it you just head out, just go around the Werewolf and just go there. But that's a pretty good house for this one too. Yeah, obviously you have to spend money on that. So I totally understand if most people don't have that. Once you head down this road, there'll be a little obelisk here. Just dismount here and then just press E, and then press E. And you're done. Oh, that might be spoilers there, sorry. Right, so, and now I usually just take the way shrine back. You can just go back the way you came, but yeah, I just find this is a bit quicker if you don't have your way shrine cost increased. Because you get straight back here, you just hand it back in, and you get some gold anyway, so yeah. It's paying for convenience, basically. Hand it back in, and we're done. That's your 3 tickets. Now I will explain it a bit in the weekly, but this is definitely the best weekly to do as well. So if you do that 3 days in a row, basically you've done this weekly. I don't know why it's 8 tickets, because you can't technically get 8 tickets, you can only get 9. Because you get 3 tickets per time that you do this. I don't know, maybe if some people have I don't know, if you've got 10 out of 12 tickets and you collect 2, I don't know, something like that. It's definitely weird. Alright, so next is... the fuck, it was on daily. Why does it keep doing that? Defeat 25 enemies. So, you can basically do this anywhere, but I'd suggest public dungeons or group dungeons over anything else, because these places have just more like clumped up groups of enemies. Just makes it easy to kill a bunch of them quicker. Now, you don't have to come here into bloody Rekindle in the middle of nowhere. I'm just going to do something unusual. You know, you've seen Weyrisaur's 1 to death. That's one of the best places I suggest for this, because you walk into the first room, there's like 20 skeevers. They're super weak, super easy to kill. Takes like 2 seconds to kill them all. And then in the next room, you skip Slime Crawl, the big crocodile, and then there's another big group of like 7 humanoid enemies. And after that, you're done. And like, it's instant. The enemies will always be there ready to go for you as soon as you get in. You know, that sort of thing. But, you know, public dungeons as well, they're pretty good. Forgotten Crypts is easy to get to. You know, you got Crow's Wood with all the wolves near the entrance. You can use all those. Sometimes they might be dead. I don't know. But yeah. So instead, I'll just do Rekindle left. While I'm here, I might as well show you how you'd get to the group event, because it is quite the trek. We're experiencing a bit of history here. This was one of the first DLC public dungeons that they ever did. Alcinium was one of the earliest zones that they added. Craglorn came before this, but Craglorn was a free DLC, whereas this one wasn't. This one was paid for. Mind you, Craglorn was around at a time when you had to pay to play this game. The subscription was forked, otherwise you couldn't play the game. Then it eventually turned into ESO Plus. And tons of enemies. There's also a giant Dormus Spider here. It's kind of cool. The place we're heading to is past these guys here. I'll get spotted, that's fine. It's a long way to go. Actually, no. You have to go this way? Yeah. Yep, here's the way. So, fun fact about these guys. These orc enemies are actually using the Maelstrom style. If I just sprint in the wall. So there you can see the Maelstrom staff on his back. Yeah, it was quite fascinating to me back in the day. So here's where you want to go, the Animus Resonation Chamber right here. It's deep in the middle of the public dungeon. So in here you've got this this room full of enemies. They've all been killed by the look of it, so I guess I gotta wait. Or maybe someone's missed an enemy. Here we go. Maybe someone missed one. Weird. Okay. So, normally there's a bunch of enemies in here you gotta kill. As you can see, back there in the corner. But yeah, you're supposed to hit these things when the enemies are clear. Yeah, you can see this guy's alive. Yeah, so once you hit them, once you kill all the enemies and clear these, and open up all 4 of those, they, a big group of enemies spawns in the middle. And then eventually they, Huh, I guess you gotta kill everything anyway. Everything dead? Yep. So it should spawn in the middle here. Oh no, there's one more. Here we go. Yep, so you'll see this light up. And these enemies will come to life as well. Once they do, you just start fighting all the little enemies. Yeah, just get lots of little enemies coming at you. Little spiders. And now there'll be other enemies. Oh yeah, no, he's spawning now. Cool. I think there'll be more enemies that spawn though. Main thing to worry about these things is, yeah, the spin. And this guy's got like the continuous spin. Like the boss of Dark Shakevens 1. And that'll be it. So from this point you get the skill point and you can just move on. So yeah, not the most practical way, but you know, something different for people to see. Yeah, this is a 2015 dungeon, so you know, I don't know. I just feel like some people at least haven't seen this place. Yeah, so you know, there's so many different public ones. These ones have 2, you know, and all of the DLC zones have 2. You know, you got Forgotten Wastes, the True Left Inth. Probably the easiest one to get to, if you don't have anything unlocked, is definitely Crow's Wood or Badman's Hollows. That being said, I would probably choose Crow's Wood, because Crow's Wood has a lot more... I find the amount of enemies is a lot more dense, as opposed to Badman's Hollows. It's like only like 2 or 3 people around each other at a time. Whereas Crow's Wood has like big groups of enemies usually. If you want to know how to get to Wayrest Sewers 1, in yesterday's video, one of the videos recently, I explained how to get there easily, using the boat zones from Glenumbra. I'll link that video now, if you want to watch that. But yeah, it should be, you know, I assume most people know where Wayrest Sewers 1 is. Okay, talk about 8 logs of wood as well. I think this one's a lesser of these 4 options, but you know, still not too bad, I think. Now, the thing about wood is there's 10 different types of wood. Depends on which one spawns, depends on a couple of things. Firstly, it depends on this passive here. Whichever passive you got here will affect 50% of what spawns. The other 50% spawns based on your character's level. So if you're max level, but you've only got 1 out of 10 in woodworking, 50% chance to spawn as Ruby Ash, but 50% chance to spawn as Maple, which is level 1 stuff. I'll put in the description or the comments, I'll put a link to the UESP page that shows you all the different material types you can get, and basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, will be each type will spawn based on this passive here, and obviously the character level as well. So if you're like, for example, if your character's level CP 140, you know, you'd have Nightwood spawn instead of Ruby Ash. So it just depends on a bunch of things. Usually, I think for most people it'll probably be like partly Ruby Ash and then partly something else, probably Maple. So yeah, the thing is, the reason to look at that UESP page is every wood node looks exactly the same. The wood nodes, the different types of wood look different, but all of the nodes of that type look exactly the same. So let me find some Ruby Ash. Ah, here we go. So this is what all Ruby Ash nodes look like. It's like a big red cigar. So yeah, just find these. You just need to find 8 of those, and that's it. Oh yeah, got some bloody heartwood. Nice. Yeah, I got some heartwood as well. Heartwood comes in any natural wood node as well. So I guess it's kind of worth it doing this if you want to make a bit of money on the side, because these sell for about 1,000 on PCNA. The reason these sell so much is these are used in a lot of different furnishing items, and people love to decorate their houses in this game. Yeah, so cool. So as you saw there, it looks exactly the same as the other one. So once you know what one looks like, you know what they all look like. Maple is a bit more painful to deal with in zones like this, because maple is green and brown and like sort of tan colored, and everything else in the environment is the same color. So that's why if you have a character with max level crafting and max level character, it's better, because ruby ash sticks out like a sore thumb compared to a lot of other stuff. Nightwood sticks out too, except for in maybe like 1 or 2 zones, or maybe at night time. But yeah, ruby ash is usually the best, I find. So one more thing to go through in regards to getting wood nodes is if you've got any woodworking surveys. I don't have any on me, sadly, to show you, but it'll be just like this one, this blacksmithing survey, except you'll get 6 wood nodes. And the best thing about these surveys is these nodes are instanced. So if someone else has a survey and comes and grabs these, yours will still stay, and you can still grab all 6 of your nodes. So basically, it means you can get 6 of these logs of wood real quick, without anyone being able to get these ones, because all the other nodes, they're public ones, and if someone else takes them, then you can't take them yourself. So it can be a bit annoying trying to deal with that, especially in Craglorn, because that's where everybody is. So sometimes finding nodes in these kind of places is painful. Usually, in most cases, I'll go these other locations. The only reason Craglorn is so used up by everybody is, especially like wood nodes. Among the other, blacksmithing, ores, and cloth nodes and jewelry crafting seams, they all have a chance to give you gnome crux, which is a really valuable trade item that can sell for a lot. So this is like the place that everyone goes to gather their resources. So yeah, everyone loves that place. But yeah, if you've got some surveys, you can use them. My only advice, like I've always been saying for every time these surveys come up, is hold on to a few, because there are endeavors that require you to do surveys, and those tend to be easy endeavors when they come up. Some of the options can be shit those days, and it's just good to have some surveys to do those with, if you have any in your inventory. It will slow down your ability to do these wood node ones, but if you don't have any, if you only have like 1 or 2 surveys, I would advise just doing these 3 instead, and just saving your surveys for those, because those can be valuable for those, because some of the survey ones are more than 10 seals anyway. The one last thing that can make this one easier is getting yourself a speed build. So I run a lot of stage 4 vampirism sprint builds using like coward skin stuff. I have a video set up to explain how all that shit works. If you want to know that stuff, I go into detail on literally the builds that I use on my characters. It's like a hella long video, but if people want to watch that, they can. But yeah, basically, you want to find something that goes fast, mount with max movement speed so you can move across the field fast. And yeah, I've got a stage 4 vampire that can go invisible at a moment's notice. So stuff like that. It can help you, but you don't need to. It just speeds up the process of doing this one, because otherwise it can be a bit slow finding these logs of wood. I'm just like a normal sort of slower damage dealing character sort of thing. Alright, any questions about any of this stuff, just let me know, but that should be everything. We're doing the weekly tonight as well. These two are, yeah. Compared to this one, unless you're going away for a couple of days, ironically, like I am, I wouldn't suggest these. But, yeah, this one's definitely way better if you're here for like 3 days at least. But yeah, this one, otherwise, I wouldn't really bother with this one myself. Yeah, because there's good stuff to get in the Infinite Archive. The rewards for heists really aren't all that great. Alright, yeah, stay tuned for that one. It'll be a few hours at least before that one comes out though. For now, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for your support as always. I'll see you next time, and peace out.